This silly video about a handful of rest locations is sponsored by the Questonomicon, a collection of very stressful locations. Jump into this book designed and written by a Jacob, a Spoinker, a Firehammer, and a The Tyler, where you'll discover exotic locations, diverse villains, and I'm just guessing here, but really dumb jokes. I say that because my books have that. In addition to 10 stories, 30 adventures, and all the stuff I've mentioned previously, they're rolling through some really cool stretch goals. We now have player bases, which is an idea that I would love to build off of, some wacky and wild magic items, and this thing we don't even have yet. Unlock it so that they tell me I want to figure this out. Give the team some love if you've got the pockets for it. The link is always at the top of the description. Use it so they know that it was me and nobody else who sent you. Okay, strap in for 7 minutes of exploration. Is your party sick of crawling through the same dungeons, beheading the same kings, and camping in the same forests? Maybe they need more than just some downtime. Maybe they need a vacation. We'll take a look through my lovely brochure of locations, pick a spot, crack open a planar portal, and a couple of cold ones with the boys. Have you ever wanted to sip a mimosa while riding through a fortress made of thoughts as it sails through the infinite unknown? Or maybe sit in a pool of astral jelly, listening to a space monk talk about discipline and get your very own psionic starter kit? Look no further than ZERTHADLUN, a GITHZERAI settlement that has nearly any amenity you could think of. Stop by the training grounds to get whooped by monks that can see the future. Wander on down to the Olympic-sized pools. It's okay, they have a lot of them. Visit several temples and tip your hat to gods, or hang up your hat and... well, I don't know if they use bedrooms or if anybody needs sleep. It's not actually listed in the brochure. Never you mind the constant risk of war. The alien monk police that can see the future will take care of that. And you, if you fall far out of line, you criminal adventurer. But let's assume that stepping out into an infinite plane of constant chaos is a bit out of your comfort zone and pull you back to some more familiar citadels. For those of you who have fat pockets and a few free weeks, I have a nice selection of locations and luxuries to offer, starting with the well-known monsters of industry, SHARN and WATERDEEP. SHARN is a literally towering achievement of mechanical and magical prowess. The City of Towers is more than something to behold. Enjoy wandering through the trade fair's numerous shops, or stop by the guild houses in the Dragon Towers and get yourself into some fresh trouble. Not that trouble won't find you anyway. Have you checked your pockets recently? SHARN is also home to constant holiday celebrations and unique games all year round, like Six Stones, which is Russian roulette but with a cockatrice. Seriously, 7 people just walk into a Thunderdome and then a chicken kills 6 of them. But remember, during your stay, watch your head and know your place, you filth. Drunks and squealers alike reign from upper levels, and further still lies the upper city, with the beautiful Platinum Heights Marketplace. Are you one of SHARN's elite silver spoons? Did your ancestors help build the city or corrupt it through trade? No? Then get out of the fucking way and bring yourself down to WATERDEEP, the portside city of splendors. There's something to do here for everyone. Do you enjoy fight pits, gods that nobody else likes, clockwork festivals, carriage rides, getting absolutely blasted, fancy clothes, or jumping into giant wormholes to fight random monsters in random locations? If you do, then visit WATERDEEP. By far the greatest strength of WATERDEEP is its police force. These countless warriors know when you break the law before you do, and can swoop down on flying mounts to catch you pickpocketing. Just, ignore the underground crime syndicates that own the other half of the economy. But that's perfectly fine, it just means you can't and shouldn't stake your claim in WATERDEEP to make it alone. So either make friends or move on. Taking a quick break from all this civilized talk, maybe you want to enjoy the wilds, away from all the hubbub to recenter yourself. Well, too bad, because I've got just the place to let you explore that discomfort. Welcome to Ysgard, Afterlife for the honorable and pit stop for the planeswalkers who want to hone some skills. Like a constant firefight without balance, you could quickly find yourself swarmed by dragons, giants, King Kong, and Godzilla in the same map chunk. But that's alright. Like the Immortality Field Resort from that pickle show, you can't really die. Your bones just pop back into place the next morning, making it the perfect practice arena for killing kaiju. Or maybe you did actually want a break from everything, because you're exhausted from adventuring. Well, I have the next best thing, second to dying. It's called Elysium. If you aren't familiar, this outer plane is a land of absolute peace and contentment, where everyone's crying all the time like losers who are able to just appreciate being alive, even though it's an afterlife, which just makes them extra losers. So you guys can stay here while the rest of us go visit more citadels, like all 4 capitals of the Inner Planes. Stop by the Earthen City of Jewels, or the Aquatic Citadel of 10,000 Pearls, or Aqua. Yeah, they threw in the towel for 3 out of 4 of these. I hope they get revisited, I'm sure they will. But the Grand City of Brass looks like butt plugs, and that's funny, so we can forgive them. The City of Brass, unlike other trade centers, is a dimensional hub of exotic trade. You can buy a lot of warmongering supplies here, no matter who you are. Even a lowly pair of kobolds and goblins can stop by, purchase nuclear weapons, a collection of slaves, bulk beef jerky at wholesale value, and some vintage thimbles. The best thing about a city born out of weapons manufacturing are, of course, the buyers. Wealth doesn't discriminate, and neither do the Afridi. To do this business and not tell us all the dirty details, they enforce a daily curfew. How do they manage such a bustling trade center, you may ask? Pretty easily, with the largest and most diverse military and police force in the current age. Good luck dealing with those pesky 5,000 guards every night. That's just a small portion of the... Just don't. When in Rome, do as the Romans do, and when in these beautiful scenic locations, don't poke your nose into the underbelly, or these vacations will start to look a lot more like adventures. Our final mention for today is the hub world that crushes Peach's castle by a landslide. And this would be Sigil, the City of Doors. This is honestly the best place for planar campaigns to start and continue, because it isn't just a fancy city with rare goods and services. It's an artificial planar nexus, created as a shortcut collective to every plane, also featuring several pinpointed portals to important areas across the multiverse. If you use the wheel cosmology, this place essentially popped up in the central disk above a giant wiener in the Outlands. The city is impossible in design, function, and alignment. Look at this little dragonborn experiencing that scene from Inception. That's just always happening here. You can purchase or commission anything from any plane, visit the outer planes using countless portals, or visit thematic gate towns at the base of that big silly mountain. It's the center of all sights to be seen, all magic items to be procured, and all adventures to be had. So forget I talked about anything else and just make a campaign using Sigil. It even has a ruler called the Lady of Pain who runs all the portals. So stretch out those legs, carve out those portal runes, and visit somewhere new. Or don't. That's fine too.